Hello everyone and welcome to the Ragnarok Ready channel. This channel is all about emergency preparedness, freeze drying, food storage, that sort of thing. And in today's video, I want to briefly address a comment that I see quite frequently in the comment section in some of my videos, as well as I've also seen this comment on X as well, formerly known as Twitter. And that is people, when it comes to food storage, some of the review videos that I've done and whatnot, they bring up the comment that if it really comes down to it, you're not going to be particularly picky when it comes to what you're eating in an emergency event. And I'm going to argue with that briefly. Food is a great morale booster. It's a comfort thing. It's something that gathers us all together on occasions. And, it's something that a lot of people will spend a considerable amount of time throughout the day thinking about. I mean, there's a reason why the United States has the largest obesity population in the world. We love our food. Now, I don't want to rip on anybody because of that. That's not the point of this video. But I mean, to say just because an emergency happens, all of a sudden you're just going to flip like a switch that your needs and your wants are going to all of a sudden change and you're going to be able to just focus purely on survival mode, that's just complete and utter nonsense in my mind. And the reason why I do these review videos is so that people don't make the mistake of buying stuff that is just generally trash. Like, can you survive off some of these trashy emergency food buckets and whatnot? Yeah, you probably could. But I mean, are you going to want to live off of empty carbohydrates, empty sugars, stuff that has absolutely no nutritional value whatsoever? Like, if it actually comes down to a long, prolonged emergency event to where you're actually having to survive off of emergency food, you are going to want to have proper nutrition. Otherwise, you're going to have to take into consideration the fact that you're likely going to get sick from malnutrition, and take into consideration the medications that you're going to need to mitigate that to begin with. So, I mean, yeah, you are going to absolutely want to invest in good, proper emergency food storage food. Stuff that has proper nutrients, minerals, vitamins, protein, all that sort of stuff. You want good quality stuff that not only has that nutritional value, but also has good taste, good flavor, good texture, that kind of stuff as well. Because again, food is a great morale booster. If it reaches a point to where you're actually having to live off of food storage, like, let's say, God forbid, the worst case event happens, which in my mind is probably an electromagnetic pulse. There's no electricity anymore, and all of a sudden your lifestyle is all of a sudden just completely changed like a flick of a switch. No electricity at all, cars aren't starting, cell phones maybe not working, satellites are knocked out, that kind of thing. You're going to want to have some of those familiar comforts to go home to, and that, if nothing else works, is going to be food. Again, it is such a great morale booster. You're going to want to have something good that at the end of the day, if again a grid down event happens, you've got something to look forward to. After like a hard day's work, no power, no electricity, you're actually having to go do a lot more manual labor, you're having to walk because the car isn't working. It's going to be a really difficult lifestyle to adjust to begin with, to then go home and just eat some really crappy food bucket. It's just mush slop that, let's be honest, freaking modern schools nowadays give you better stuff than some of these emergency food buckets, and that is saying something. Modern school food is absolutely disgusting. Anyways, again, I really wanted to briefly address this so that people actually really start to take this into consideration, as more and more people are starting to jump on the wagon of emergency preparedness. You want to take the stuff into consideration. Yes, I am aware that some of this stuff does cost a lot of money, but how much money are you already spending on, going out to eat at Wendy's, McDonald's, that kind of stuff? Save that money that you would spend. Start to do more at-home cooking. Put aside beans, rice. You can buy a bunch of freeze-dried and dehydrated ingredients that do not cost that much money. Right now, Mountain House is having a sale on all of their number 10 cans. You can buy freeze-dried chicken, freeze-dried sausage, all that kind of stuff that then you just mix into and make your own meals that will be good. Anyways, that's all for today. I hope everybody's staying safe and enjoying things before things get even more chaotic to where we do have to live off of our emergency preps. Till next time, folks.